All right, guys. So there's so many things to cover this week. The first thing I wanted to touch on was Jacob Fatu finally in the WWE, and it's about damn time. This guy came on the most recent episode of SmackDown and just wiped out everybody. Orton, Owens, Cody Rhodes, they all got wiped out, and now this is already late news, but Cody Rhodes said he suffered a couple of fractured ribs from the splash off the top rope by Jacob Fatu. That guy's a friggin' monster. Like, I know Cornette's been lauding him, and I've seen his highlights from MLW. He is like an athletic freak, especially for his size. And now he's looking a little more lean and jacked too, because he knew he was going up to the big time. And he's perfecting his craft because he's been told that wrestling is one of the few things he's good at, apparently. So yeah, man, stick to it. Guy was fucking kicking ass, definitely. From what I've seen, he'll probably outshine Solo. That seems to be the general consensus of the whole thing, of the whole bloodline. So please keep rolling with that. It's going to be good. And when Roman comes back, it's just going to make everything that much more interesting. You're bringing in all these Samoans and guys from the NOI family, and you got to pay them a decent wage now that it's TKO Holdings. They're going to want to expect more money. So does that make somebody like Kevin Owens expendable, whose contract is up, and nobody's talked about him signing an extension or anything like that? He's gone on record as saying if it's up to me under my own power, then I'm gonna stay on my own accord. Well, they might just not renew your contract, bud. Good luck in AEW, where you'll be able to do all that fucking indie garbage, backyard wrestling bullshit. There you go. Perfect. Speaking of indie backyard bullshit wrestling, Jeff Hardy is back in TNA. He's a follower, clearly you can see. So Matt is the brains behind the operation, and Jeff is like the monkey, the act. There you go. Yeah, the bros are back in town. So that's pretty good. I'm not even I don't want to get into any kind of AEW nonsense at all. Like, their ratings are plummeting, the programming's garbage, Tony Khan's a fucking goof. Like, you guys all know how I feel about that. So I don't want to get into AEW whatsoever. Let's skip that. Too much going on. Bron Breakker in WWE is killing it. Even apparently NXT is getting some high ratings too. So there's a lot going on in WWE. Triple H recently came out and said that there's going to be edgier programming when they move to Netflix, and I saw that coming. They don't have to. They won't have to, if it's on a streaming platform, they won't have to deal with FCC's bullshit garbage, but they are going to have to put some sort of disclaimer on it saying that, parental guidance is suggested, or I guess they're already in the PG area. They want to make it the rated R area. I guess they're going to have to put an R rating and say, yeah, you have to be 18 or over to watch this, which should be all right, though. They're doing a lot of edgy stuff with the programming and the roast of Tom Brady recently. Speaking of people in sports, I'm very sad that not only did my London Knights Junior Hockey Club lose the Memorial Cup game, unfortunately for Canada and for myself, who's a bit of a fan, and it was 2 or 3 years ago I purchased one of their sweaters because it looked nice. I got a good deal on it, and I'm really a big fan of Connor McDavid, but unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, it gives me great shame to say that the Oilers lost Game 7, and the cup stays in the States. What a shame. Lord Stanley will be rolling in his grave right now. What a shame. They were so close. Me personally, I thought it was a team of destiny. And, I know there's probably going to be a bunch of wrestling fans on here trying to listen to the wrestling content, to the good, wholesome wrestling content that I provide. And wondering, why is this guy talking about hockey? Because it's such a shame that the Oilers were so close. They come back from 0-3, and I thought it was a team of destiny, but I guess, like they say, there's always next year, bud. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Anything else that I want to mention here? Oh yeah, there's something else I want to mention. This is completely sort of off the radar from what you normally be accustomed to listening to, but I just want to give everybody an update on the Hot Wheels turntable uploads that I do, because I'm getting I see the views, a lot of views, a lot of love for those videos. And yeah, it's just like that's all well and good and nice. That's not really something I'm looking for. I just want to be able to create, a video catalog of everything for, my son. Ultimately, that's collection is for. Ultimately, my daughter as well. But yeah, so just to make a video catalog, something cool, and just, people don't really get to see those things unwrapped. They're so used to, hanging them up in a box or whatever. So it's nice to get a good 3D look, with headlights and taillights. Making sure that that's all painted on and everything. It's good. It's good. Been getting a lot of positive feedback about it, so I'll continue to do that. But I actually just recently opened a big box of cars that I needed to make room, and I got some new sleeves to put some other cars in. I did some transferring and everything, some maneuvering things around to different cases, and I was thankfully able to empty that entire box and make some more room here in my man cave studio, if you will. So yeah, because of that, I'm just going to do a couple more sets of uploads on the turntable, and then I've got a lot of cars that I need to get painted with the headlights and taillights before I can do any sort of uploads again. I want to do a showcase video, for lack of a better term. I don't care if I'm ripping off Lamley or any of these other fucking goofs, but I want to do some sort of showcase video of any um, treasure hunt cars, super treasure hunts, and premium cars that I have from Matchbox and Hot Wheels. So stay tuned for all that. We're trying to get my homie Steve-O on here. We're just trying to, navigate our busy schedule so we can get together and actually lay down the recording here, because I'm very interested to hear his opinion about the whole Kevin Owens situation, not getting a contract offered as of yet, and with the contract expiring soon. So we'll see. Maybe he already has a deal in place, doesn't want to tell anybody yet. Or maybe he'll just end up like Ricochet and betting on himself. We'll see how that works out. I don't think it's going to work out very well for Ricochet, but maybe he'll just prove me wrong. We'll see.